Hello. Damn, you're fast. You are zooming. Ayo. Gift card. Okay. Any gift cards? Guys, it's not even a few minutes and there's like 32 in here. Are you guys good? MF is really good. I like her. Hello. I'm feeling better. My voice is a tiny bit better. But you know, can always be better. Nah, we're not gaming. We are React Andies. No, that is legendary queue for a reason. That is the solo queue mode, which nobody plays anymore. At least in our region. I probably have to change the chat again. Ooh. I think that's okay. I'll see. Broken is a Giga Smurf. Yeah, like, take a look here. Syndra gameplay. We're gonna take a look at this. I don't play TFT. I will look at this and then I just don't know which other I'm gonna take a look at. 4 lobbies? Wait, 4 lobbies in Vanquisher. The season ends in 2 weeks. Let me quickly log in and see how many immortals we have close to the end of season. I'm gonna investigate. And thank you. I am trying to get healthy again. I have never in my life consumed so many fruit juices than compared to now when I got sick. It's actually crazy. Logging in takes so long. You just be here. You just chat. Like you see, like you see the chat in the screen. You can then be part of the video. So let me investigate here. We don't have a single immortal. We don't have a single immortal, crack. Not a single one. Are you serious? There's nobody. I'm just looking at this and I'm sad. I hope all of you get well as soon as possible. Being sick sucks. Big time. I'm on a European server. So let me see. Ah, the guy who ran me down in normal rank is also in legendary queue. Mr. Crack, take a look at number 4. take a look at rank 4 in Legendary Queue, Mr. Craft. Look at the amount of games. I was so furious at the guy, you have no idea. He is so goddamn bad. I already did a Nyla Jungle video. It was viewing a Chinese player, Nobalong, playing it. I will never in my life play so much WildRift. That is not going to happen anymore. My main account currently has, hold up, 335 games. And I'm already close to losing it. Yeah, I will not play today. I will watch this lovely Syndra video very soon. No, WildRift isn't dying. The issue is it's just the wrong audience that is like, okay, let me list the issues with WildRift right now. Issues of WildRift. Am I dumb? Whatever. Like here. Rights, matchmaking, or let me pause the music for this. Okay. Like issues of WildRift. Rights matchmaking favors the casual player base. The game isn't competitive. Why is this like that? If the game is too hard, new players will not join. Old players will leave. So do you remember in like season 3, season 2, season 3, season 4? Most people were not able to go past Diamond. Because you had the plus 10 minus 15 threshold. Then they started to change the matchmaking. Matchmaking was broader. In Master GM, you got emeralds and diamonds. I think this was like season 4 was also the 5Q season, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not 100% on this, okay? Okay. So then after this, they increased or made it easier for people to climb. Because we had the Smurf batch. This was the Smurf batch time, if I got the timeline right. So people got angry. They were fuming. They were pissed. Like the so-called rainbow lobbies. Right? Then we had a statement of matchmaking changes. Blah blah blah, we hear you, we change it back, blah, 1, 2, 3. And then suddenly, or for some reason, all of these previous players who were Diamond or Emerald started to slowly climb higher and higher. But did they improve? Like, suddenly you had people that were previously Diamond and Emerald in Master and GM. So according to the matchmaking in WildRift, if GM match with Emerald, Diamond equals unhappy. But what if we just do a little trick and we turn Emerald plus Diamond into Masters and GM? According to matchmaking, GM match with Master and GM. Okay, we happy. We are happy. Everything is fine. But within these ranks, like, normally reaching a certain elo level equals that you have certain levels of understanding. So, in the very distant past, let's say Season 2, if you were a challenger, you were maybe mechanically gifted, just better, had superior understanding. Now, let's say everyone, that might be a little bit delusional to say, but I'll just make it because it's easier to follow. Let's say in Season 2, every challenger knew that something that you have to do in laning phase, that you don't just randomly walk up and get yourself killed. Just completely randomly. Like the very bare bones fundamentals, or at least like mechanic, like something was there. Something. It doesn't mean they were good players, but they just had something that you could know they have. Be it in their brains, be it in their fingertips, like something, right? And now, if you look at the challenger, a challenger in, do we have Season 11? Versus challenger Season 11. One person could be literally Faker. And the other person could be a newborn child. And I'm not even joking. Like, one person could be an absolute demon god. And the other person could quite literally be a newborn child. Like, it's actually crazy when you see it in direct comparison. So what happened over time? Yeah, it's still S11 against S11 because there's a big difference within these people. Like, an S11 challenger can be either Faker or he can be a newborn child. There's a big variance between both. A massive variance, right? There's not like, okay, because he is challenger, it's very likely that he has a certain level of understanding. Now, the next thing that happens is, or the next question that is, how do we have fakers and how do we have newborn childs? How is this even possible? How are these people matched and what is even happening? And now let's just do a little time skip to now, okay? So what people are doing now is they're playing Inting Scion, limit testing the matchmaking, trying to understand what you can manipulate in order to just climb. And it seems, which is like assumption, that this is still an assumption because we don't have complete data, it's not possible, right? So assumption, your stats influence matchmaking. That is the assumption. Which means, or translates to, the worse you are, stat-wise, the better your teammates will be. And if you look at this like this, if you are just a new person joining the game and you're like completely clueless, you will be rewarded in ways that just look surreal. Most of the good players still play occasionally because the game is still good, like the game itself, but they can't take this game serious. Because to take this game serious, you basically have to be a masochist. And the harder you try, again, assumption, the better you are, stat-wise, the worse your teammates will be. And every good player from former pro play has very good stats, and these people's games. Okay, you just got killed because my Elgato just went crazy. I apologize. I muted it instantly, but it's probably too late. Godspeed, fellas. Um, sorry. Um, and you've seen it so many times. Like, people in the past had win rates like 80% plus, 70% normally, and now it's very difficult to even go above 60 if you're actively trying. And we all know that within WildRift there have been many changes to matchmaking. From making it more accessible to climb with these LP gains. Like, for example, like there was an abuse. If you got master, your LP gains were fixed to plus 20, and Chell was 200 LP. So if you got into master, you were able to just get plus 20, and the promotion, like promotion was daily on a certain schedule. So you could ride the master plus 20 LP wave to get challenger way easier than if you do it step by step, from going from master, a little bit higher in master, a little bit higher in master again, then grandmaster, and then into challenger. So like in the past we had like talks about matchmaking, like let's just WildRift matchmaking. Um, these are outdated, and we'll just take a look at this, okay? Okay. This is outdated. This is, to my knowledge, not the current matchmaking system we are using. But still, there are a few things here. We're using a rating system in order to measure player skill. The skill system creates a number that aims to provide the most accurate prediction of a player's ability to win matches. We call this number a player's matchmaking rating, or MMR for short. Player's MMR tells us how they're expected to play in their next match. So how is this number calculated? And what does it specifically do? And I think we had a post of Joshua Menke. Let me pull this one up, because this is what I believe was very interesting. Where is the Giga Gamer? Oh man, where is the post of this guy? Where is the response? So here. If you remember, or if you don't know, Riot talked about implementing a measurement system to measure a player's skill level, which I think they call True Skill 2. And it uses a variety of stats to determine a player's skill. And this also includes your stats, like KDA, etc., etc. In this post here, he says that neither League nor WildRift are using this system right now. And it's not a matchmaking system, it's a skill system. So from what I'm understanding is, if we go back to the MMR thing, this skill system would measure your skill and then predicts your contribution towards winning a game. And with this, matches are made. But now comes the question. If both teams are matched towards equal, similar chances of winning, but let's say you have the most crazy stats possible, and for convenience we say, like, you contribute 7 points out of 10 are you towards winning. You contribute 7 out of 10 points towards winning. But there's 4 people left that you get matchmade with. And these 4 people combined will only make up for 3 out of 10. So you have 4 people that have less, or like any combination of people, than 1 point towards winning. And then on the other team, where there's 5 people, again, versus 5 people, and then, who knows, you get to play against 5 people that are equally making up to the number 10. Each of them 2. Do you truly believe that this match is fair? Because on paper, if you just want to be, if you just look at it at face value, both teams have 10 out of 10 points. One team has a player with 7 out of 10, but combined they have 10 out of 10. Or maybe let's give this person, this team, like the 7 out of 10 team, even 11 points. And then we just go back to this here. Let's just read it. One definition of fairness is both teams have an equal chance of winning. Another is my teammates are close to me in skill. How much either of those are honored depends on the matchmaker, not the skill system. Close to me in skill, a good skill system is good at predicting how much any player contributes to the win. It's up to the matchmaker to decide how to use that number to put players into the match. So what do you think is more likely? What do you find faster? What do you find faster? 2 people who are a 7 out of 10 in both teams, or you just fill the lobby with people to lower queue times, because that is what the problem is, right? And from what people are doing right now, like the Inting Scion thing, it appears that your stats, like your negative stats, well, not negative, but your very low stat line, like, for example, like, here, let's pull up this guy. 235 games, 80% win rate, 0 MVPs, barely any stats here. And on the right hand side, his KDA is 0.2. His KP is 9.3. GPM 755, which is relatively high compared to the normal player base. Champion damage is 8,581, which is little to nothing. But the tower damage is insanely high. Now, I think on Twitter somebody made the argument, but he's playing Inting Scion, he's applying pressure. Okay, he is applying pressure. Guys, do you remember when the Inting Scion on first surfaced? We will break it down now, because the inventor of this strategy is called Lego WildRift. And I have a stream of him saved, and this was in Master Tier. And I'll just take a look here. And we'll take a look. And we just go very fast through this because it's very interesting to see. Because number one, up here you see the KDA. Like this is kills, this is deaths, this is assists. Okay? Which seems very weird, right? It's like crazy amounts of deaths, right? He gets the Scion, everything fair play, everything is decent. But the moment we go into game, I'm very interested if you spot the issue. Okay, guys and ladies, can you quickly tell me on your screen which button is missing? There are, well, not missing, or very conveniently placed out of reach. There are 3 things on this screen that look very, very, very weird. So yeah, the auto attack. The auto attack is placed here. Here is the movement stick. The back timer, exactly. The back timer is here. And the wards are here. So, giving him the benefit of the doubt, okay. Maybe he's just using 2 fingers on the left side with his left hand, right? And uses the attack button this way, right? Okay, so we have this assumption. Okay, let's go into the game and see how it's played. Okay, this is right now 28 or 29 marks. Okay, he's just pushing the wave. Everything is fine. Everything is okay. The Darius is trading. The Darius is just attacking him. Darius is ghosting. Darius is turning around. I don't know what Darius did. Darius is just walking back and forth. Typical gameplay. He's just afraid of air. He gets the hook. This should be a kill. This is number 1 kill. Oh, flash, okay, barrier, survive, okay, not too bad, not too bad. It's a lethal tempo Darius. Okay, he is cooking. He is indeed cooking. So far, he hasn't hit the Darius once. One might say it would be too dangerous to hit him. He's just spacing forward and backwards. The Darius, however, seems a little bit clueless, which is okay. It's not a problem. Darius is currently losing to air, by the way. The Darius is currently losing to air. he is literally losing to air. This should be a death. Is it? He, by the way, like this is like he drags him away from this wave, making the Darius lose EXP. Okay, this is good. In reality, this should never happen though, because the Darius should just win. Okay, he killed him. He keeps his ultimate because he doesn't want to just use it, he wants to keep it when he has a bad death. That is what he wants to do. A bad death means he died when he didn't want to die. Let's put it this way, if we apply Inting Scion strategy. So far, you've not seen him hit. And for some reason, the Darius was very much afraid. Like, the Darius should just all in this Scion here and just kill him. Or force the Scion ult. That's a free death. The Scion will afterwards ult back to lane. And you will see that he will do probably nothing outside of just running down this lane and pushing towers. We see him ult. As expected, he ults back to lane. The Darius is back again. This could be a very problematic thing again for the Scion. He doesn't want to deal damage to the guy, he just wants to push the wave, and then he just walks away again. So the question is, what happens around the objective spawner? Will the Darius go to his own team and leave the Scion alone? Or will the Darius just stay here and kill the Scion? By the way, the Scion has a fleet and he has attack speed boots. You might say it is boss strategy, but it's in reality not even close. Because he's not even playing the game. And there are even other games, because I just picked a random game out of the stream, like a random one. Not even looking at it, just literally a random one. And he doesn't even want to participate in the fight. He wants to go for the minions. You see, he didn't even participate to get an assist. He also probably doesn't even want to dive this guy. He just wants to hit the tower, and he will just ignore everything that happens. He will walk away to make sure to not get an assist at any cost. So, he just lost 2 assists in total in terms of gold, by choice. He chose to not get 2 assists. I mean, the thing is, it's just about showing that it's possible. Other people are using this to genuinely climb. And every real player would have already killed the Scion level 1 for what he has done on this champion. No, this is VOD of the streamer Lego WildRift. And you can just take a look at this. I can post a link after. Like right now, there's not much the Darius can do outside of just killing the Scion again. It's a free kill if he doesn't stumble over his own feet. Like, you see, the Darius is literally, like, he is completely lost in space. And this is, as I said, around 30 marks in Master Tier. Howlbreaker is now gotten. And he has attack speed boots. Against a Darius, mind you. He ults back to up there. Darius blocks it. Okay, cool. Darius all ins him. Surely Darius will not just walk away and just all in the guy here, right? And it's a free kill. But he gets the tower still. And now he gets half of the wave. His team, in the meantime, is rolling over the enemy, as it seems. No, he has fleet for the mana. Because he has mana issues. Hello. And then the Darius died up there again. Now with the tower being down there, he goes to the other side of the map to just push. This is all fairly normal, right? This is all fairly normal. But have you seen him try to interact with an enemy champion so far? He is literally suiciding into a tower while the enemy is not good enough to even hit him. Master tier, right now. He just goes down and hits towers. He doesn't care. He literally suicides to deal damage to structures. Has he dealt a point of damage to the enemy? The thing is, if his team loses, he is still pushing, right? So if the enemy doesn't understand what's going on, then you just lose your base instantly. Like this has been done. No, like people are doing this with plenty of champions. You can do this with Jax. You can do this with Tristana. You can do this with Volibear, with Garen. You can do this with all of these champions. And the thing is, it is working because people are terrible. Like, you have seen the Darius. What he did level 1, level 2, level 3, level 4, level 5. How he just basically lost against himself. Is Scion overtuned? No. No, the thing is, your laner, with this, how the Scion plays, is supposed to just kill the Scion. Or just push the wave and literally mirror what the Scion is doing. And for example, if you take an AP champion, right, and you see you have an Inting Scion on the enemy team, you can just get, Magi's and free stack the Magi's because he doesn't want to fight you. Like, the amount of Scion players I've seen do this is through the roof. The amount of every champion. I've seen so many different champions do this. It is just crazy. Like, look, he doesn't care about the Fizz. He just escapes, fish flashes, gets the kill. No, why would you pick Kassadin? Just pick Fiora. Just pick Fiora. Pick Fiora, one tap him on cooldown, pick any champion, just one taps him on cooldown, and just enjoy your win. Why would you want to pick a mage that cannot wave clear the moment the Scion has Hullbreaker? It's like asking to basically lose. Like, his team won without him being even alive. Yeah, and how do you kill him if he, like, when he gets Hullbreaker? You're a mage, you don't. Not at that point. You also lack the early base damage to kill him as a Kassadin. And you see, he's marching forward. He's like, oh, maybe I should help the team. Does he actually help them? they, they actually die to Nasher. That's funny. Like, this is not even a good example. Does he even attack here? Like, he dies. There's no way he should have died anyway. Does he even attack here? No, he just looks at them. He just wants to go for the wave. Like, he literally doesn't care about dealing damage to anyone, even if it could matter or not. Like, again, he just goes in, hits the tower. Nobody blocked the damage as it was coming in earlier. No, you can pick Jax. You could pick, for example, you could pick Tristana top. You could pick so many different champions if you want to. You can even pick Warwick. Warwick eats Scion. I mean, this is not even like look at the gameplay. He just goes. While people are getting overwhelmed with what to do against it. Riot will gut Scion. Riot will nerf Scion. There's no way Riot will change something about the real problem. I really don't believe it. How do you stop him at this point? You should have won the game already, long time ago. Like, have you seen the lane? Like, if you go step by step, like if you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 steps, and you look at the 7th step, and what do I do here? This should not be the primary focus. The focus should be going backwards and seeing what could have been done to avoid this from happening. And this game is not even a good game to see this. I'm just curious. Does he have another champion? Because I think that would be just way better to just see Volibear. That's a Volibear game. Okay, cool. Let's see. Let's take a look at the Volibear game. No, Kale doesn't. Kale doesn't have stats. Kale is one of the most terrible picks you can ever make in top lane. She has terrible stats. You literally die to minions if you attack him. This is not Scion right now. I have not watched this video before. I don't know what will happen. Yasuo is forfeiting everything during the laning phase, even though he had visual confirmation what the Volibear skilled. Now he walks to proxy. Now Yasuo walks after him. The jungler is now here. He ghosts, he maybe gets away. Yeah, Gwen also eats him alive. And the thing is, he even plays it smart, and I've seen plenty of people not playing it smart. Oh, he just gave an enemy AD carry a kill. What happens if you give an 80 carry kills? He should take over the game slowly. Well, not slowly, relatively fast. Like, Fiora just completely annihilates him. So, have you seen the Yasuo play the game? Oh, he attacked the Yasuo for the first time. He attacked him. He's actually trading. This is Leon, by the way. Leon is currently... The Graves is currently 100 LP, something, something. There's a level advantage of level 5 Yasuo. Look, the Yasuo's level 5. Surely he will all in the Volibear and try to fight him, right? Nope, he is literally losing against himself. Leon is Graves. But you see, the Yasuo is currently just losing against himself. Now the Volibear goes behind the turret again and pushes again. But he's not inting anymore. Do I need to go? Do I need to go into an earlier stream of this to literally see and showcase what he did? Like, how crazy it was. It was gold. Because I think it's better to show it like this. That should say master. Oh yeah, he's playing on his real account here. Okay, never mind. The thing is, you never get matched against real players, or rarely anyway. That's the thing. Oh yeah, here we even have this. Okay, here we even have the support item. He just runs in circles. It's comical. It's just comical. Like, he just literally walks inside. It's just so crazy. He buys the support item to have lower gold income. And then just keeps on doing the same thing. He just runs down to get towers. The thing is, your teammates, well, it appears like your teammates most of the time have a lot more brain than the enemy utilizing this strat. Because number one, in WildRift generally, people can't lane even if they're challenger because they're inflated. And people have very big issues responding to anything that happens on the map that isn't immediate deathmatch. And the thing is, he did say that like, if I'm not mistaken, he did try this on his main account without any change stats, and he kept on losing and losing and losing. Because the matches he got in were, according to him, completely different. But again, I would need to look at way more games because he is not playing bad in a sense. Like he is not completely running it per se. Like, if you break down his goals, like, what are the goals? Kill enemy nexus. How does he achieve it? Destroying structures. But why isn't he immediately killed if he makes mistakes? The answer is people are very, very bad. And therefore he is allowed. Therefore, he is allowed to create pressure. Otherwise, he'd just be funneling gold into people's hands. So we have like a combination issue. Number one, the assumption that matchmaking is influenced by your stats, like the better teammates, the worse your stats are. Oops. And number two, the people are very bad, inflated. You get easier opponents, like pick your poison and like whatever applies or whatever you believe may apply, and cannot handle basic laning, basic macro, basic everything due to systemic inflation. Okay, let's give this entire thing the benefit of the doubt. Matchmaking is not influenced by your stats. Okay. But how come that the people who kill him don't just match what he is doing, but have super high gold count? Because let's say he suicides once, twice, thrice into you and gives you a match lead, like a specific lead, and you are able to snowball the game. You're able to either take over the map, to take down minions, whatever. Literally pick your poison. Have you seen anyone so far do anything in lane alone? Just the most fundamental thing in laning. Anything. I know, very low sample size, maybe even a bad point to put forth without more evidence to just show you. But how come that he just ints without even dealing damage to champions while just running at enemy towers? Nobody does jack shit. How is this possible? And even if this entire thing, like matchmaking is influenced by your stats, wasn't a thing, the second part here still is a thing. And again, if you want to say it's 0.1, okay, what will people say? Show stats. Show conclusive evidence. Show data. How can I show data? And how can I show data that is conclusive for my claim? You can't. Even if I record it, like even if this player recorded all of his games, right? All 235, I think one could still say he could have been just lucky. Statistically speaking, he was an anomaly. He just happened to get lucky many times. Because the sample size is not big enough. Or you just get outright dismissed because you didn't bring forth any data. The thing is, it's very difficult to refute somebody's statement when he says, well, statistically speaking, you can't prove it to me, therefore it doesn't exist. You can't say, but actually it does exist because, well, you can't prove it to him. Well, I can promise you right now you can make a better matchmaking for the top 1%, or top 0.1%, but it's not, it wouldn't be quote unquote good for the casual player base, I believe. Let's just go with the assumption, okay, let's assumption people play different games due to stats. Everyone plays in their own difficulty. Some play easy mode, let's just assume you're Inting Scion. Some play medium mode. Some play hero, hard, I wanna die mode. All play in the same elo bracket. But are given different games. Differently difficult games. All play in the same elo bracket, but are given differently difficult games. So, a way of fixing matchmaking for top 0.1% players. Well, that is, technically speaking, very easy. You match with visible elo. MMR doesn't exist anymore. What will happen? Games will be absolutely unfair if you have a good player. Because remember, Faker versus newborn child challenger. Both are Chell, but get different games. But what happens if matchmaking truly only matches with visible elo. 5 GM versus 5 GM. Instead of 5 people who are close in skill, Master Plus, that account for 50% or close to 50% win rate of one team. Where's the same? What do you believe a good player will win more often? Will the good player win 5 GM versus 5 GM, 5 Chal versus 5 Chal, or 5 Soft versus 5? Like, this won't happen, but, like, you know. Like, this here won't happen. Not in Europe. But what do you believe will happen? Who will win more? Will the good player win more within visible elo rating matches, or with MMR skill based fill whatever bullshit I don't know. What do you guys believe? I believe that a good player will win here so many more times. Because the moment you started with legendary Q, right? Like, legendary Q. Legendary Q had like its own matchmaking. Like, why do I believe that visible elo would lead to better games for 0.1% player base? I believe if I just use legendary Q, because legendary Q had a new matchmaking system, a different one, that was way more strict. As an example, let me look for it. Where is it? I'm blind. I think I have them. Cloud? Where do I have them? I am blind indeed. I've made a post about this, but I can't find my own post. Imagine. Terrible content creator. Where is it? This is one. Hold up, guys. I got you soon. Let me quickly read here. I mean, you should just play with people to have fun. You should not feel forced to play in in solo queue, in normal solo queue. You will not have fun. Uh, man, like I'm not even tweeting much, and I can't find this shit. You just can't make this shit up, can you? Uh. Okay, wait. Okay. Uh, Guardian 2, Vanquisher 4, Immortal. Do I have the Legend one here somewhere? I don't have the Legend stats. Ah, that sucks. Anyways, uh, let's just look, okay? So in Legendary queue, people you need Master Plus to go in, okay? And then you get matched according to stats. No, like if you believe it, right? But there needs to be different matchmaking. People are actively trying to win. And I don't believe that you can replicate this in normal ranked solo. And this was support role. And I just need to find, like, there must be better ones. Because there still must be better ones. I just believe that this matchmaking type would be better for top 1% players, but it's not sustainable for the other people. Visible Elo won't save the game. I think it would hurt the casual player base. Probably. It's assumption. It will be 100% better for the top end players because they find games fast and the games are, well, better than they are now. But giving everyone their own difficulty, like, who pays your bills at the end of the day? Top 1%? Hell no. Top 1% doesn't pay shit. People, like, people are like, if somebody's making the argument that people are only succeeding in doing so with Scion, I must hate to break it to you, they do it with multiple champions even without even dealing tower damage. Like, currently, there is a Gwen player who is Diamond 4 with 0 tower damage, I think sub 6k damage to people, 0.1 KDA, and I think 5% KP. I think. But this is like, it's a never ending thing. And yeah. I believe matchmaking in WildRift is created to keep you engaged, to make you play as much as possible, to give you a false sense of achievement, to make you happier, to bring the company more money, and that players who are worse, stat-wise, get easier games so they don't get as frustrated and quit the game. Just play that. There's like, I don't even believe that people isn't there Didn't Hell's Devil post a guy who is where? Oh no, this is still tower pushing. Yeah, but still, like if you like Diamond 4, like how big of the player base is in Diamond 4? Like Diamond 4 matchmaking submaster equals like Diamond 1. I think you can get even platinums as a D4. You can even match higher if you go into a lobby with a master player. Like if people play duo or trio with master players, you can go also into these lobbies. But yeah, like there is a problem. I think the China server, like in the China server, they also ran an experiment. Like Glaciox posted about this. Let me find it. He posted about this some time ago again. Maybe I can find it. Glaciox Leonos Might? No? Where is it? Anyway, like he posted something about a Leona support who uses Smite and just runs around the map. But I think a bigger issue, like there are different things between the China server and here that are just completely different. A player population and closer matches. Like, if we believe that these matches are made because we want faster queue times, then okay. But for example, in China, there's like 5 versus 5 sovereign games. This actually happens. 5 versus 5 GM, Chal, like all of this happens there. Like in Europe, you will not see this. And I believe due to the amount of more people available, that the matches are closer, so you don't have to fill the lobbies with people who contribute so little. But yeah, we just basically have to sit back, wait and see how everything goes. And yeah, it's just not much we can do. But all we know is from the feeling, like every pro player had a feeling that something is off, something is not right. Okay? And with that being the case, it feels very weird that with this inting strategy not even being done well, like there's even people who do it very terrible, you appear to win. Yeah, but enough of this now. We will never get to get this fixed. I have a better idea. We will take a look at Syndra. Okay. Hello, and welcome to another RiftGuides WildRift video. Today we're going to take a look at the WildRift China server playing Syndra, a mid lane mage. This champion is about to hit the Rift in, I think, 5.0, and it's a crazy powerful mage. So let's break it down. Okay, Syndra's first ability allows it to just move around and spawn a little bubble or little ball on the floor that deals AoE damage. This is a very powerful trading tool that you can utilize by just walking up and dealing extra damage to the enemy. Her third ability is a stun. She can just push around these little balls And if you get hit by such a ball, you are then stunned. And since she can push around multiple balls at the same time, she can even stun an entire lane or the entirety of your team. And it appears that the second ability is just thrown instantly. Also, always make sure to check out WildRift China server in the description below. Very important, they deliver you the highest quality of the Chinese server in terms of gameplay. So as per usual, give them some love and make sure that the algorithm picks them up. A little bit of a beginner issues here at some points. Utilizing mana very poorly so far. But yeah, I believe this champion, if you utilize mana well, you'll go crazy. Also, like in case you didn't see it, there are little stacks. So in case you don't know, Syndra level ups her spells when she gets those splinters. To my knowledge, I think she needs to last hit cannons and hit enemy champions with abilities, and these give her splinters, and these splinters can then be used to upgrade abilities. All of them, including the ultimate. And if I'm not mistaken, maybe even something else, but they all get upgraded. I think this ability gets more charges, this gets bonus true damage, this gets wider, and this executes. Unless they change it, right? And we already see the alcoves. Like you see, we already see the alcoves here. But only for the top lane. Bot lane doesn't get an alcove. Massive L. Ah, denied. Twisted Fate is practically laning into the Syndra, denying her quite a bit, but then not paying attention to the jungle role. The Rengar being not even level 4 at this point in time. What is even happening? Rengar should now help the Syndra to push the wave? Oh, he doesn't want to win, I guess. Now Syndra is stuck in lane. And she's in pain. Look at her pushing the wave without mana. And Rengar could have just helped her. Feels bad, man. Yeah, but I think now with boots, like the power spike should be so insane on Syndra. Like with boots and Lost Chapter, going towards Ludens, insane amount of damage. It's actually crazy. Look, what? Huh? Like look at the second ability again. You just throw it instantly. Hey. It's the Chinese PBE. Give the man a break, Seth. Come on now. It's the Chinese PBE. It's Syndra Gaming. Hello, Stuart. How are you, my cute gamer guy? This is a kill, right? Yeah. Like, how much damage did she do to him? Okay. So she just comboed this champion from roughly 90% to 0. Are you ready? Oh, it loses so much damage, that's crazy. If you looked at the numbers, does she have high base damage? Does she have really high base damage on the spells? If so, then item builds like pen boots, like mana boots, Ludens into Infinity Orb, into Rabadons will be very, very problematic to deal with. Maybe even just a Prophet's Pendant will be enough to actually turn your champion into a nuclear bomb. I have cheesecake recipe. I'll just ask my mother. I'll just give her a call. Okay, cool. But yeah, if this champion has very high numbers, Magic Pen will be crazy. Decent wave clear, relatively low cooldowns. With Ludens in her pocket, there's just no way she just doesn't one-shot TF on the spot. Like, she'll be a very powerful champion. Like, she should have enough power to just be very proactive through it. Like, he's a very big lane bully. Yeah. Twisted Fate, you need to run, brother man. Yeah. Yeah, try to flash away from that. That doesn't happen. Like, the W looks so fast. Yeah, of course the reaction streamer is back. What do you mean? Oh, yoink! She yoinked the KFC. Oh, the Jax is pissed. Look, he's fuming. This is not an LP printer approved Twisted Fate. So, you're saying she's losing a lot of damage, but she's still kind of one-tapping this Twisted Fate. So, if the Syndra is playing correctly, this is going to be sickening, no? Ah, this could be an Elgato moment. Look, the lag could be me. It could have been me. This Twisted Fate is not interested in the stocks on the middle lane. Or on the middle road. But what is up with Riot and their attack speed on mages? Like, Zara's attack speed is crazy. Syndra's attack speed also looks very good. Bye-bye. And she's going towards the Rabadon. Oh, they have a Kale. They have the Kale champion. Does the stream remember what we did with the Kale champion last time we played Jace? I hope you do remember. Because I do. Because I love bullying Kales. But the speed of her... The speed of her third ability looks also so weird. Compared to like PC where you have like this delayed push of the balls. And here was just like so fast, no? Oh, quick little bomber. Not even ult available and just completely tapping that guy. True. The stun looks so weird. This Caitlyn is fuming and the Mundo is doing his Lonely Kid impression. Ah, she cancelled the ult! The Kate is pissed. She is so pissed. Quick little money printing. Rabadon's death cap in the inventory. Stuart, do you know at how many stacks she does execute with the ult? I think it depends on who hits whom first. If the Zoe hits you with a sleep, you should just die. I think you just die. But if you get to avoid the sleep, you win. Like, one of the things that are really underrated when you play Syndra, like, your spell is cast while moving. So you spawn this while you're moving around, which is very powerful because you're not forced to give up any position during lane. And her Q just dealt true damage? Did I see this right? No, it was his second ability dealing true damage. Okay. I will. Don't you worry. I will tackle AD carry. Don't you worry. I got so many things to take a look at, and I'll take a look at them with the stream. Look at this goblin! Did you see how she tried to press R to just steal the kill? Ah, if she knew her damage, it would have been an insta kill. Oh, bot check? Bot check? That was indeed a lot of damage. Man, that's... It's so much damage. Also, one of the most lovely Syndra combos is using your ult early and then stunning the entire enemy team. Just for setup. Stuart, if you're still here, when does your Symeria video go live? Like the big baller game you talked about. Because I haven't checked the tube yet, so I don't know if it's already online. What do you mean, less viewing, more playing? Today will be no gaming, or maybe later. But I wanted to get some video viewing in, and then I have to do something, and then maybe later I can play if you want. Did you see this damage? The mage experience. Huh? Excuse me? Look at this guy. Keck W. Okay. Sure. That is a lot of damage. Yeah, I think they just disappeared, no? They just did a little bit of an adventure and chose to just die, I guess. It's rough. You just became part of the video by just typing in chat. When are the WRL finals? Can you tell me? I think solo queue always sucks. I think it will always suck. It is just the reality of things. A sense Reaver Kale. Bot check? Oh shit, he dropped the nerd's word. How dare you? Yeah, she's a goner. Like, the ult deals so much damage. Like, I wonder, maybe Infinity Orb isn't even the play because your ult will execute anyway, and maybe you just go for Awakened Soul Stealer to have your spells more often. Yeah, but what if you just get stunned and insta-comboed? Like, if you just take a look at the stun duration, she just insta-combos you, and it's very high damage. Which means you then have to basically stasis the stun already, which means there won't be an ultimate. Maybe, potentially. True. But you know, if you want to avoid having your kill stolen, you just need to buy Collector, you know? Copium. Like, being able to be so mobile while casting. Yeah, goodbye. Huh? The dubstep ignite. If you remind me, I can try to. Okay, very cool of WildRift China to showcase Syndra. Make sure to follow them in the description below. I'll post a link to the video right here as well. So make sure to give this video a like, give it a comment. Big content. Make sure the algorithm goes brutal. And if you like the video, you know what to do. I didn't see so. Did you see any point where this might have been the case? But I don't think I saw her ability deal damage to towers. I think you might have seen ghosts. But maybe I'm the ghost. No, that didn't deal damage to a tower. No, it was just damage to the minions behind the tower. Yeah, it was just damage to the minions behind the tower. What happened to Vinde? He is living his best life. What do you mean? What happened to him? He is chilling. Okay, I think I have time for one more. We'll do one more China. Oops. Where is WildRift China? That is not WildRift China. Here is WildRift China. Aye. Okay. I will give you the choices. We have number 1. We have number 2. Which else is very interesting? And number 3. Let me quickly. I can actually engage with your audience. Start a poll. 1, 2, 3. Which video? Okay. Okay. I will never free Mr. Vindy. He is stuck. The votes are rolling in. The crazy voting demons. Just give it a few more minutes and then we will start. And we can always do the other ones later. It's not a biggie. But yeah, we will tackle a lot of AD carry content with Chronics. I can give you a preview. If my shit started working, you know, eventually, maybe next season. Okay, I have, man. Can you not grieve me? Okay, I have a lot of stuff, and it will be all AD carries. So yeah. Okay, time to end the poll. And the Riven won. Well. Okay. Amazing. I have to quickly restart this because my explorer chose to go on a warpath with me. So here we are. You know, the classic Windows issues. Nothing unusual. Quickly restart this. Okay, we be barak. We barak. Okay. I think the chat is it's very difficult to see chat there, so I guess I'll just. Does he remove? Yes, okay. What I could do, can I just. No, can I just cheat a little bit? It doesn't work as I want it to work. That is terrible. I guess we just keep it like this then. Rough. Sad. Okay. Then let's start. Hello, and welcome back to another RiftGuides WildRift video. Today we're going to today we're going to react to the top Riven in China. Riven top is the perfect champ to 1v5 according to WildRift China, and we'll break down this play and make sure that you know everything you need to know. Let's start with the runes here. So we have the pretty cookie cutter standard setup with Conqueror, very powerful rune for Riven, gets it easily stacked. Riven also has an auto-attack reset with the first ability, allowing her to weave in so many auto attacks, which is just bonus damage. Last Stand, a very curious thing, I guess, because she knows she will be low HP against the Jace and therefore wants the benefit of this rune. Alacrity, adding more attack speed to the mix, and obviously Sudden Impact. Now, many of you would ask, why Sudden Impact? Your champion has multiple dashes. Your Q1 is a dash, your Q2 is a dash, your Q3 is a dash, and, well, your E, or rather your third ability is a dash as well. Which means you have multiple sources to get this bonus armor pen. Now with this, you can even invest into items like Yumu's Ghostblade, and then have a very early power spike that allows you to literally one-tap people. So let's see what the Riven player is doing. You see already that the Riven player has pre-stacked her passive early on to just have the bonus advantage to just get a better trade, but the Jace is just completely demolishing her, but the Jace nearly wins. What is this champion's damage? Excuse me? How illegal was that? Wasn't this the most illegal thing ever? No? And the wave is even in a perfect spot for the Riven to play. Jace goes in for a quick combo, goes into the melee form. Now the Riven goes for a quick trade with the Jace again, has the Honey Fruit to just sustain. But you see the relentless aggression from both sides. Riven has to go home again. The Jace knows about this and he should just crash the wave. He wanted to cancel, now he has to instantly crash the wave. Otherwise, the Riven will just get things for free. And the Jace has no window to recall. The Jace has already a serrated Dirk, and the Jace can also run sudden impact. So he already has armor. Oh, he missed. He already has the armor pen. In addition to his sudden impact. Canceling the Jace, making sure he can't go base, being completely out of mana now. The Jace now has to go base if he didn't pick up the fruit. The Riven just knows the limits of a champion, goes for a quick trade, nearly gets the Jace kills. The Jace has to flash away. Like, this is so crazy. Does the Jace even run? Does the Jace even run bone plating? I didn't even pay attention. Like, the Riven is playing so aggressive. Now the Zed makes his appearance. There's just no way he survived this. He flashes away with a sliver of HP that gets the level up. Now the Zed can't go for the kill. Then the Zed is also very much pissed. And now, I believe the Jace needed to instantly push the wave and go for one plating because he doesn't want to slow push. And then he just goes away again because of the risk of jungle. Okay, he probably did so because he's already there. Gives her a big blast, and the hacker comes in with a beautiful gank, seeing that the Jace is overextended, and we see some heavy trading, getting a free kill for the Riven. Like, the Riven is now so strong that if the Jace comes back after another reset, like if the Riven resets now, he will push the next wave potentially because he has such a fast clear because of all of his AoE abilities. Or he just goes, or maybe he just goes for his plating and just recalls. Okay, he clears the front line, makes sure the mini wave walks in. Okay, so I assume so. He cleared the first minion, so the wave walks into tower, so everything is fine. But I believe this might have been a mistake. Does he actually challenge him here? No way. Okay. He probably waits now for the Jace to use the combo into the minion wave, and after the Jace uses his combo, he will all in the Jace. Is he actually gonna do it? Yeah, he did it. The mad lad just did it. You just completely ran over that guy. Oh man. And I don't think that, like, Riven even has armor pen boots. I don't think Riven is supposed to counter Jace like this. I think the Jace, right? He doesn't even have bone plating, no? So, which means, like, if he had bone plating, none of these trades in the early game would have been close. I think isn't it 60% on Last Stand? And then it starts stacking. Like, look at this damage. Nice knock by the Jace into the tower, but it will not be enough. This Jace needs to be so careful. He just goes in for a quick trade, gets him killed, flashes out. Could have even survived one tower shot. Riven damage is crazy if you know what you're doing. And this game looks like such a good game to build their stance as well later on. And Riven wants ability haste so much. And she gets ability haste from Black Cleaver here. And then can even get items such as Death Stance, making her so tanky against the enemy team comp. Doesn't it max out on 40%? I think it starts at 60, no? Riven spots the. Look at the damage. He just tapped that guy. No prisoners. She's taking literally no prisoners. And this Jace now knows that he's playing with fire the moment he's too close to her. Because this Riven, she doesn't take no prisoners. She just goes in and kills. So if the Jace isn't fast enough to swap into melee form to knock her away, it's just Jover. And as you've seen, even the HP lead relative to the Jace's own HP isn't enough to just dissuade the Riven from stopping Wolf from what she's doing. Like, she just goes in. She just doesn't care. Like, the Jace goes in, goes for a quick trade here, but the Riven knows, and the Riven trades back. And right now, she's not even afraid. Look at the HP bar. She's BMing him. Look at this confidence. She really wants to turn with the animation cancel on her ult and her first ability. Oh, Jace. Oh, Jace. Oh, no. It's a tragedy. Oh, no. This Jace got absolutely collected by the Riven before, got BM'd, got buried. Like, there's just a massive skill canyon between the Riven and the Jace. Does she go for DD now? Like, she wants to go for another. She really wanted to challenge the Z, as it seems, for another kill here. Or she just wants to yoink though. This is crazy. I mean, Kempunk also has a lot of ability haste. Right? Oh no, she goes for DD, as expected. Like, DD this game is just way too good. You just can't skip that item here. It's just way too good, no. It's crazy. She has the completed DD now, which means she's an absolute tank. Like, think about this, right? Earlier, she was able to instantly kill somebody, and now she has the luxury of having so much more extra HP because the damage she takes on the physical damage is staggered. Like, she just goes in, goes for a quick trade, keeps her ultimate charge just because of the enemy's wind wall, and then executes him. Now she doesn't even want to give the Jace any room. He's not allowed to go even for the tower, rotating around the map, utilizing her first ability's jump to go over walls, whilst the Hackerim is taking down the other side of the map. What a massive stump, snowballing. Every snowball, like everything happened from the top lane. That the Riven got fed, the Hackerim got fed, taking over the entirety of the game. The Hackerim also invested into the plated steel caps, making him literally invincible. Oh, Zed, you don't want to get too close to this brush. He just took everything and he just doesn't really care. It's so much damage. Now the Kaiser makes an appearance here. The entire family is coming around, but now he's waiting in the brush for a poor victim to appear, having ultimate available as well. We just saw a shuriken on the Grump with the Z being there. The China server having voice chat, being able to just communicate that the Z was here and that they can take a free dragon. Imagine you could do this on the European server. Well, you wouldn't be. To be fair, people would not understand you anyway because barely anyone speaks English. Which is the sad truth. Or at least they refuse to speak English. Pick one. Oh, the Jace just hit you with a full combo, but she doesn't care. Jace will probably be there again to just try and cancel her. Oh, the Yasuo makes his appearance, but this is very sketchy. There's 3 people here now. Nothing is being happening on the map because nothing can happen, so he has to flash away. Oh, what a poor timing right now at this moment. Just very unfortunate. Nothing was on the map to be done anyway, so being caught here, rough angle. And now he goes for the Divine Syndra, making himself even more tankier. Like, she's stacking items that provide her with AP, with HP, AD, and ability haste. And Divine Syndra grants her effective health in team fights through basically Sheen procs. So she has insane damage, and she solidifies her tankiness in combination with the Death Stance. So the Spellblade procs, in combination with her already tankiness, like already tanky self, will make her basically invincible. I think they just send the voice messages into the game, like just to the entire team. Like, nah, you just can't walk to that guy like this. Even through exhausted, look at this BM. He just knows he's dead, but he just says, ah, well, let me go in. But 800 gold to the Kai'Sa. The Diana just goes in for a quick little kill with a nice, beautiful skin. And there's a massacre unfolding. So much gold to the enemy team, which is always a rough thing. Like, this is one of the things people dislike about WildRift currently, is the amount of, like, shutdown gold you get from killing people. Like, let's say this Riven is playing really well, and she got punished for playing well by the enemy having a big bounty on her. The hacker even has frozen heart. He really doesn't want to die. And the Jace quick combo. No. It's actual voice comms. Did you see the damage? That was crazy damage. This champion's damage is wild. And now because so many people were up there, the team just got to Nash. Like, look at the actual interaction. Cross map plays happening, people being punished. It's always nice to see this happen. -1 cannon. Oh yeah, so much damage and such beautiful play with a lot of cockiness or confidence, depending on how you want to frame it. But now she'll go for Camp Punk, right? No, she's highlighting Mortal Reminder for the armor pen. I think voice messages on the European server would actually not help a lot because many people don't actually speak English. Like if I just take my lobbies as an example, I don't see a lot of English in chat. And of course it's the because the servers got put together. Like the Turkish server, the Russian server, they're all like now playing in a European server. So yeah. She's just looking menacingly while their team is taking everything and she's just playing with them. Even though this death is absolutely ego based, it was completely unnecessary. But yeah, like her presence there allowed their team to get a free dragon, but obviously she could have chosen to not die, which is the objectively correct thing. But have you seen so far from this player? There's just a lot of ego in play. Respectable. I don't play Riven well at all. Like, this little Poro also needs to die. Like, I hate this Poro, and the fact that it only gives you a little bit of gold is so infuriating. Popping the ult to deal more damage to tower since it grants you bonus AD. Making sure to just, she even dies for the tower, doesn't really matter to her, she just wants to get it as fast as possible, but maybe she gets away, uses the stasis to render the death stance damage on her completely like, okay, a little trick. If you have death stance, and you have Zhonya's, you can void most of the damage you have tanked through death stance. Because the damage over time effect will not be dealt to you as you're in stasis. So the damage you basically consumed into your death stance disappears. At least a big portion of it. Because it's turned into damage over time ticks. And then just insta-kill somebody else. It's insane how well this Riven is playing on a mechanical level. Like, even macro-wise, she is insane if you disregard the fact that she has some little ego extravagant, like, adventures. Like, again, her existence allows her team to get everything for free. Like, every single objective on the map is being taken by the team while she is soaking so much pressure. But again, she should not die for this. Like, this is one of the biggest things. You should not aim to die if you can avoid it, unless you gain so much more by dying compared to living. Or the Yasuo is in big trouble, running from a Riven is a very difficult task, avoiding the stabs from his first ability, tapping this guy. Ooh, this could have maybe been turned on them if the Yasuo got to ult, because if the Yasuo ults, his shield recharges, and then the Karma can completely combo on top, and that could have been an insta-wipe. What a nice gameplay by this player, showcasing what mechanical skill and confidence can do. Very, very nice video. As per usual, you know what to do. Like the video. Comment for the algorithm. And if you like this video on my channel, do the same. Thank you for watching, and see you soon for more RiftGuides content. And now, I thank all of you for watching. I will now stop. I need to grab a bite. Maybe I'll stream later and play some myself. And if not, I'll review the AD carry games, and we basically, you'll be here while I'll talk about AD carries. And we can discuss, and you can just ask questions while I'm doing so we can basically create content together. Okay? Cool. Anyways, thank you all for watching, and see you soon for more RiftGuides content. And this time, it's a real goodbye, not the video goodbye. See ya, guys. And girls.